Hey everybody, it's Judy Clock, your independent Stampin' demonstrator here in Middletown, Virginia, and I'm coming to you today with another video tutorial. And today I'm going to be playing with that gorgeous sunflower 3D embossing folder. I've been dying to work with this folder, and today is finally the day that I'm going to get to play with it and show you some neat tips and tricks. So let me switch the camera and show you my desk, and we can get started. Okay, I think that's right. All right, so here we have the 3D embossing folder. This is the sunflower 3D embossing folder, and I'm trying to get it, but it's stuck. So it's got these beautiful sunflowers, and it's a big folder so that you can pick. Let me see if I can put this up just a little bit more so you can see the whole folder. So you can pick where you want those folders, those sunflowers to be. So this is just a piece of our plain white cardstock, and I'm going to put it in here, and you could see which, do you like that sunflower? Do you want to move it more up to the top and get those sunflowers, or this one that's kind of sideways? So you can position your paper wherever you like. Now I prefer this one down here in the bottom left, so that's where I'm going to position my paper. And then I'm going to run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So to do that, you need your 3D folder. You need your plate number 1. You put your folder with your cardstock in it, and then plate number 4. And then you run this through the entire Stamp Cut and Emboss machine. And when you're done, you will have a piece that looks like this. Now, this is called the embossed side. This is where the flower is raised up. If you flip it over, that is the debossed side, where the flower itself is sort of sunken into the paper. You can use either side, and today we're going to show you some techniques using both the embossed side, where the flower is raised, and the debossed side, where the flower is sunken. So let's go ahead and take a look. So for our first card, and this is a pretty simple one, I just used that basic white with Secret C, and we just used the embossed side to create our card with a little hello from an ephemera pack. And then I did the same card, but I did a debossed side. I used the debossed side. So the same card, but as you can see, one is got the raised flower, one has got the sunken flower. Same thing, very similar. So that is really all we did for card number 1, was just run our cardstock through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then decide which side we wanted to use. Now for our next card, I did some Darling Duckling. I ran it through. I have an embossed side, and I ran it through again, and I decided to flip it over. See, it's the exact same pattern, but I flipped it over to have that debossed side show, and it's almost like a mirror image of the embossed side. So what I did was I took our pecan pie ink pad, and this is so much fun, but you're definitely going to get a little messy. It's fun but messy. So you want to open up your ink pad, and then you want to just drag it across your cardstock, just like that. I'm just going to keep turning it. You can add as much or as little color as you want. Okay, try to keep it on an angle. That helps it go on a little bit smoother. Let me get some in that center. And that is all we're going to do for our embossed side. As you can see, it allows some of that beautiful Darling Duckling to show through. Now we're going to do the same thing with our debossed side, but it's going to give you a little bit of a different look. Okay, and here I'm going a little bit heavier. Try to go over it so you don't get any lines. You don't want to see any lines on your paper. And that is our debossed side. So as you can see, the color sticks more to the unembossed parts than it does with the debossed side. With the embossed side, it sticks more to those raised up areas. On the debossed side, it sticks more to the areas that are not sunken in. But that is the same technique. We're just dragging that stamp pad, that ink pad over our cardstock. And I took that and I made 2 cards. Again, I've decided to make these Thanksgiving cards because the colors are more, I thought, more Thanksgiving-ish than anything else. They're fall. To me, these speak fall. So again, here's our embossed side with our raised up flowers. Here is our debossed side with our sunken flowers. And you can definitely see the differences. Now, this one I went a little bit heavier with the color. So let's see. This is our embossed side. So you can go a little bit heavier or a little bit lighter. And this is our debossed side. So same technique, it's going to look different every time you do it. Now for our last technique, I've taken one of our two-tone cardstocks with that beautiful white core. This is our darling duckling. And I am going to work with the emboss side. You can sort of see some of that white core is showing a little bit. Let's bring out a little bit more. I've got a sanding block here, and I'm just going to sand my cardstock to give it a distressed look and bring out some more. I probably wanted to get rid of that messy side. And we are just going to sand this now. This was just like a sanding and emery type board that I had, but you can buy sanding blocks. Use fine grit. You don't want to do a coarse grit. You want to get a fine grit, and you can bring out as much of that as you want. Now you can also flip it over, and you can do the same thing on the debossed side. It will bring out some of that white core on the debossed side, and then you can just decide which one you like better. So here, I didn't finish these cards, but you can see now this I just did the embossed side, but I did one in the darker side and one in the lighter side, so you can see the difference. But that is that gorgeous two-tone cardstock. So that's really all I have for you today, was just showing you some ways to use that beautiful sunflower 3D embossing folder. This is currently not available, but if you want to order it, you can go onto the website and you can notify me when it's back in stock. This has been a really popular item, so it comes in and it keeps selling out because everybody wants it. But those are just some of the ways that you can color with that 3D embossing folder. Okay, so you can use our two-tone cardstock to reveal the white core. You can use your ink pad to add color, dragging it across the paper and adding some color both to the embossed or the debossed side, or you can just use it straight up as it is, and it's a beautiful embossing folder just by itself without any color at all. That's it for me today, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will be back next week with another tutorial. Bye.